So hi everyone, today in this video we're gonna talk about another mental model that obviously comes with our series talking about what so can be your blocks that you can use when you structure your problem solving type of approach. And obviously this problem solving comes in an environment that can be a bit more contingency that we tend to be driven on in the academic field, that we have to got like specific and only one type of correct answers to the questions that the people puts in to us to answer. But we have obviously the ones that tend to be even the most important ones, the ones that you deal more, that are the ones that you face in your day-to-day life, the ones that are a bit more subjectively. But obviously, we have outcomes that are kind of objectively good. You are safe, you have feelings, and then so you understand when you have done we have so got good outcomes or not. That obviously are something that's proportional of how worse your process of thinking to so get these outcomes. So I expect you already to help me by subscribing and seeing posteriorly other videos to make you a better person. And what's going to be so the mental model that we're going to talk today is going to be the barbell strategy. This barbell strategy is a mental model that's about minimizing risk and maximizing rewards. And this was created and popularized by Nassim Taleb. Is already a one that is already out there that has been as like one of the most important ones and famous ones that have like produced other videos or and other as well type of books like The Black Swan and other type of components. But what you called how you could understand this variable strategy is like, what if you could protect yourself from failure while maximizing your chances of success? And it's something that obviously if we're able to do it is like one of the things that human brain and as humans we tend to more seek. We tend to seek more for action that brings to us most rewards as possible, and obviously cutting the efforts that we need to spend to get that rewards is like the ideal. We get as much as possible to get life and even possibility to get wealth, as obviously we're spending as much less as possible of efforts, whatever is the resource that you want to consider, time, energy, money. So as much so you spend less of that one and you gain more in terms of revenue. You so are maximizing what your brain and body tends to seek for. How to do it? And then so we need to break down this performance model that helps you make smarter decisions in business, investing, and life by balancing risk and safety. Because mainly our life needs to be like a trade-off that that tends to be in more risk type of options, but then we have other ones that prefer more to go for the spectrum of safety choices. And then, so what is the barbell strategy? The barbell strategy is about avoiding the middle ground and hasting putting your effort at two extremes. So one side is the ultra safe and stable, low risk. The other side is the high risk but with massive potential upside. And then so you avoid the middle, which is often the worst place to be, too much risk without enough reward. So we tend to want to be in like balancing in a ultra safe and stable low risk with like not much of potential type of upside, and we tend to invest as well a bit in the high risk but with massive potential upside, and you avoid the mid one that is a bit more potential type of rewards than the one that's ultra safe, but is well much less than the other ones that is the other side, that is a high risk, that is a high risk kind of connected. But why we tend to avoid the middle ground? Because the author of this mental model, Nassim Taleb, it perceives that is often the worst place because there is too much risk without enough reward to justify that risk. While in a side that we tend to do choices at with potential upside, obviously we have so high risk, but the potential upside just sometimes it can be justified. So and then so we tend to support these actions with a bit of high risk because of the potential upside that it has, and we tend to balance with ultra safe and stable. What will people will so try to understand? Well, why not to balance? So why not to balance the middle? But neither always. Sometimes we is like a fallacy that we tend to fold it when we have like two opinions that are the opposite. We tend to say that the best is like the conjecturations of both, but sometimes it's something that we should not support. But then, so how this can be perceived by you. So how to apply and where areas you should apply that specific mental model. So we have the invest in finance. What so could be the we have like three things that we should to understand. So are like the options with that ultra safe and stable, low risk but not much of rewards. You have the void that is a bit more risk, a bit more reward, but in our perception is there too much risk that we are supporting in comparison with ultra safe doesn't justify, is not something that's justified because the reward as much as being more is not that much. And we have the other side, this high risk but with the massive and potential upside. So in investing finance, what could be the low risk? Keep most of our money in ultra safe investments like bonds, cash, like not investing, or index funds. And we have the high risk. Put a small percentage into high rewards opportunities like startups, crypto, or high growth stocks. What could be the middle? Mediocre investments that carry risk but offer big returns, like investing in a company that obviously is much more riskful than a bonds, cash, or index fund, but investing in a company that is like middle in the market, doesn't have like any specific competitive advantage, doesn't have a technology, doesn't have like something like evolution of market that's going to justify him having like a upside in comparison to what they have. And if it's to like the perception is to put all in the middle, is better to what having a part of your of your investments in bonds, cash or index funds, and another a bit smaller obviously than the portion that we have in low risk in things that are like a lot of risk attached but as well so have the potential to have a massive type of upside, that even if things go bad, I have the ultra safe that I certainly know that I'm not gonna lose. That so is like the ground of having and valuing so to put high risk instead of like probably these portions gonna give like rentability and risk that is the same that if I just put in the middle of action bit of risk and obviously with a bit of potential of like ability, but it's better to have a one that's too low risk and other portion smaller, a high risk, than just like having the middle inter options, just like middle of risk and rewards. There's like the support probability likelihood. We expect that some of these high risk, even the small ones, can like have exponentially gain, and even if they kind of have this exponentially differentiation of valuation, but just for the low, the high amount is in the low risk type of options, then so helps me to support this potential. But then so why we prefer to choose compounding and being so our portions of low risk and high risk, because high risk they can have a higher probability than to valuations, and so the ratio potential gains in comparison with the risk is much more than the potential gains in risk that the middle type of options they kind of bring. And we have so other fields that this applies: career and skill development. What could be low risk? Maintaining a stable job or a skill that provides consistent income. We have the high risk: explore bold opportunities like launching a side business or learning an emerging skill. What could be avoiding the middles? Well, or what is the middle? Sticking to a career path that's neither secure nor high reward. So what could be like example? We have so maintaining a stable job or a skill that provides consistent income, or something that all is going to pay good. What's going to always going to pay good probably is being someone that has the ability to communicate with other ones. So someone that has the ability with other ones is someone that has the ability to perform in any area. But as a low risk because is a low risk because obviously so you by investing this time in something that it's you can enjoy for all areas, because and then so you're not losing a time because it was going to be useful, but it's not something that's going to differentiate you in relation with other ones. So it's a thing that you could be good, but it's not make you earn a lot. And we have the high risk, someone that wants to spend time in developing business. And what could be the void and what could be considered middle? Well, probably someone that learns with all the respect that obviously deserves. Someone that learns like to be accounting. Sometimes accounting is like a work that probably you will not have like ability to differentiate. It's difficult to innovate in accounting if you're gonna look at how you're gonna innovate in accounting. It's like basically organizing data. What's probably you can arrange a method to be more speed, but still it's not a work that's scalable. It needs you to be present, and then so to control the costs, to put in tables, and then so you prefer to spend all your time in that instead of probably so spending a bit of your time in soft skills that they are always going to be useful. They're like always the ground as a people, and so spend the whole other time in trying to build a side hustle than just like investing in a job that you don't have and you have like a giftness particular better than other ones, and then so your middle is like a job that exists demand but exists a lot of supply as well, then so it's basically you're stuck in mediocrity. And we have as well health and fitness. Both could be a low risk type of option. Maintaining a solid base of general fitness like good sleep, balanced diet is always useful. And we have some a bit of high risk like occasionally push your limits with intense workout or experiments. Sometimes you can try fasting if something that helps you, heat or extreme endurance training, because it's like experience. You have a theory, we experience seems and see if it done good for your body. And obviously it's something that you're not going to apply because your fundamentals always going to be something that's going to apply because you have invested in low risks, like having always to guarantee to have a balanced sleep, you have always guaranteed to have a balanced diet, and these obviously you sometimes you can help and you can do it, and you can open you to do like experiment as fasting, heat, or extreme endurance training, instead of being the middle of in this field that's like doing random and superior workout with no clear benefit, thinking just because you're gonna take in one like 2 days a week or no, not 2 days a month, you kind of want and say to you that you're gonna spend like 2 hours running because it's not something that's gonna bring that much results. Your brain is to transform based in your exercise that you do has to be something that has to be constant. You have to work on that constantly, and not so then instead of being someone that isn't structured and think that just by doing randomly exercise you're going to have a healthy, why not having a low risk? You have like a basal that you do every day, and sometimes you can do your experimentation, heat, fasting. Sometimes you can as well do a bit of junk food if you want. But so if you have these low risk fundamentals in the beings like someone that has mediocrity, that hasn't structured and having like believing in these miracles that you're gonna do like one day exercise in a month or in a year, that so you're already a healthy person. So basically is that you have like fundamentations that you as like supportive, and you have projects of risk in the fields of your area that can have like upside the gain, then so you can enjoy instead of just one that is in the middle as basically so makes you prone to be in mediocrity. So I expect these videos helped you to kind of develop a perspective that you can apply in your life, and see you in the next one.